The Aramaic Bible in English. Deuteronomy chapter 5. And Moses called all Israel and said to them, Hear, O Israel, the statutes and judgments which I speak in your presence this day, that you may learn them and keep and do them. The Lord our God made a covenant with us in Horeb. It was not with our fathers that the Lord made this covenant, but with us, even us, who are all of us here alive this day. The Lord talked with you face to face in the mountain out of the midst of the fire. I stood between the Lord and you at the time to declare to you the words of the Lord your God, for you were afraid because of the fire and did not go up into the mountain, saying, I am the Lord your God, who brought you out of the land of Egypt, from the house of bondage. You shall have no other gods besides me. You shall not make for yourself any graven image or any likeness of anything that is in heaven above, or that is on the earth beneath, or that is in the water under the earth. You shall not worship them, nor serve them, for I, the Lord your God, am a zealous God, visiting the iniquities of the fathers upon the children to the third and fourth generation of those who hate me, but showing mercy to thousands of generations of those who love me and keep my commandments. You shall not take an oath by the name of the Lord your God in vain, for the Lord will not hold him guiltless who takes an oath by his name in vain. Keep the Sabbath day and sanctify it, as the Lord your God has commanded you. 6 days you shall labor and do all your work, but the seventh day is the Sabbath to the Lord your God. In it you shall not do any work, you, nor your son, nor your daughter, nor your manservant, nor your maidservant, nor your ox, nor your ass, nor any of your cattle, nor the sojourner that is in your towns, that your manservant and your maidservant may rest as well as you. And remember that you were a servant in the land of Egypt, and that the Lord your God brought you out thence by a mighty hand and by a stretched out arm. Therefore, the Lord your God has commanded you to keep the Sabbath day. Honor your father and your mother, as the Lord your God has commanded you, that your days may be prolonged, that it may go well with you in the land which the Lord your God gives you. You shall not kill, you shall not commit adultery, you shall not steal, you shall not bear false witness against your neighbor. You shall not covet your neighbor's wife, neither shall you covet your neighbor's house, nor his field, nor his vineyard, nor his manservant, nor his maidservant, nor his ox, nor his ass, nor anything that is your neighbor's. These words the Lord spoke to all the assembly on the mountain out of the midst of the fire and the cloud and in the thick darkness, with a loud voice which cannot be measured, and he wrote them upon 2 tablets of stone and gave them to me. And when you heard the voice out of the midst of the darkness, and saw the mountain burning with fire, you came near to me, all the heads of your tribes and your elders, and you said, Behold, the Lord our God has shown us his glory and his greatness, and we have heard his voice out of the midst of the fire. We have seen this day that God does talk with man, and that he lives. Now, therefore, why should we die? For this great fire will consume us. If we hear the voice of the Lord our God any more, then we shall die. For who is there of all flesh that has heard the voice of the living God speaking out of the midst of the fire, as we have, and lived? Go near and hear all that the Lord our God shall say, and speak to us all that the Lord our God shall speak to you, and we will hear it and do it. And the Lord heard the voice of your words when you spoke to me. And the Lord said to me, I have heard the voice of the people and the words which they have spoken to you. They have well said all that they have spoken. Oh, that there were such a heart in them to worship and keep all my commandments always, that it might be well with them and with their children forever. Go and say to them, return to your tents. But as for you, stand here before me, and I will tell you all my commandments and my statutes and my judgments, which you shall teach them, that they may do them in the land which I give them to possess. You must observe and do therefore as the Lord your God has commanded you. You shall not turn aside to the right hand or to the left. You shall walk in all the ways which the Lord your God has commanded you, that you may live, and that it may be well with you, and that you may prolong your days in the land which you shall possess.